Just yesterday, you were meeting with the families of some of the hostages being held in Gaza. At least 3 Americans assessed to still be alive and in captivity. One of them might not be released until phase 2, when male soldiers are released and Israeli troops withdraw. Will the Trump team see this through to completion?
Well, remember, the terms of the deal that we finally have come to was inherited in many ways from the Biden administration. So it was actually the Biden negotiators that were at the table, and the other side was dealing with them, but kind of looking to us, particularly Steve Witkoff, President Trump's Middle East envoy. And one of the things that we inherited was this framework of women, the elderly, and the sick coming out first. One of the Americans is an Israeli soldier. That means he'll come out in the second phase, but we will get him out, period. Adon Alexander. And I am convinced, Margaret, that this deal would have never happened had President Trump not been elected. The Trump effect, so to speak. The families believe that. They were effusive in their thanks for him and the truth that he put out that put Hamas on notice that there will be consequences if they don't let our people go.
There is also obviously the party Israel here that feels some pressure to get this done. One far-right member of the Netanyahu government resigned. Another this morning said he will bring down the Netanyahu government if it does not return to fighting in a way that leads Israel to taking over the entire Gaza Strip. Does Mr. Trump support annexation of the West Bank and Gaza?
Well, excuse me, very different things. What we're talking about here is making sure that Hamas is destroyed as a terrorist organization. Hamas is no different than ISIS or Al-Qaeda or any of the worst that has so brutalized the Middle East over the years. And what we have made clear to Bibi Netanyahu, to his government, and I want the Israeli people to hear me loud and clear. If Hamas reneges on this deal, if Hamas backs out, moves the goalpost, what have you, we will support Israel in doing what it has to do, number one. And number two, Hamas will never govern Gaza. That is completely unacceptable because they've made their intention clear, which is to destroy Israel and to have future October 7th. So I understand the concern, but at the end of the day, Prime Minister Netanyahu supported this deal. He agreed we needed to get those hostages out. And within the next 24 hours, we will see 3 women coming out alive and hugging their families. And had we not entered this, these people would have died, Margaret. I mean, these conditions that they were in. By the way, they've been held now longer than the hostages in 1979 in the Iranian hostage crisis. They were being brutalized, raped, tortured. It was horrific. But now we're going to have a Reagan moment. We are going to have President Trump being sworn in as hostages are coming out alive. And that's something we should all celebrate.
You've also said, though, that you want to build